Last time you saw us, we explored the classy Camp de Mar before heading back to Santa Ponsa for the second time to hide from some strong winds. Today though, we're finally leaving here, heading around the corner to Portobello's.
Middle of the road, it's just the feeling of a distant melody unknown.
So we came out today kind of a little bit apprehensive because the forecasts were obviously quite big swell between 1.5 2 metre waves and some high gusts, but we are having, at the minute we're on 7 knots of wind. The headsail's flapping about. And the swell is okay. It's a little bit rolly, but definitely nowhere near the worst we've had. So we're a bit confused as to what this weather means, to be honest. Yeah. But so far, I don't want to speak too soon, but I think it's gave us a little bit of confidence not to be put off when the forecast here is like that, because it might not necessarily be true. But I think this is the problem when you're like new sailors. How are you supposed to know what to trust? Because we've checked like 3 or 4 different weather forecasts, and a lot of them were agreeing that there was going to be this swell. So yeah, we're not really sure, but we're glad it's not too bad anyway, and that we're on the move again. Annoyingly, it might be. I think it's going to be a motor at the minute, the way things are going, which is hilarious. We're all
bad weather and wind motoring.
Yeah, we're all braced for a wild sail today, where we'd be like hanging on for dear life, strapped in on our life jackets, and there's nothing. Oh dear. Is this normal for the Mediterranean, guys? Is this normal for Mallorca?
Yeah, it's that thing.
Yeah, let us know. Oh no, I got the camera.
You came into my life like a sweet embrace, swept me off my feet and made me whole again. You came in my life, I wanna see your face. Never will I be the same again.
So we're just about to arrive at Portobello's, and it looks absolutely rammed. It looks so busy, but I don't actually know if there's going to be space or not. But we're going to go and have a look.
I think it's going to be alright, because they're all really big boats, so
yeah.
Obviously we should hopefully be able to nip in somewhere, because we're small. That's what I'm thinking anyway.
Hopefully, let's see. Guys, so we've dropped the anchor now. It's a very snug little anchorage. We're extremely nervous, but we've found a space, and yeah, we're just gonna wait and see if everything's okay. It looks absolutely stunning here. We need to get to shore at some point while we're here because it looks beautiful.
I want to get the drone out.
Do you?
Yes.
Please come back, 'cause I'll miss you the most of all. Behold,
The anchor seems to be okay, and we aren't swinging round too much, or it doesn't seem like we're putting ourselves in any danger. But what we are going to do is we're going to actually go for a snorkel and just have a look at the ground and see if there's any unforeseen rocks that aren't on charts and stuff, because we are quite close to the edge. So this is just something that makes us a little bit happier. 1, we get exercise, and 2, we get to make sure that we're safe where we are.
don't hang up. Can we be friends again? I give up. I know how this ends. Might sound strange, but I'd give my
Wow, it's so cool here. So much like different terrain, and there's deep bits and shallow bits. It's really cool, isn't it?
It looks amazing.
Oh, it's still very cold, so I wasn't able to stay in for very long. I think because we're a bit ill as well, we're just being careful.
Yeah, I went in with the intentions of maybe having a couple of duck dives, but I couldn't put my head under the water.
No, it's quite cold still, but yeah, it's awesome. It's absolutely amazing here. Got a secret to tell you as well, guys. What's that noise from behind you?
It's the super dryer.
Have you got the diesel heater on in the Mediterranean?
I'm just saying, I didn't put this on. You did.
I did it for you.
No, you didn't. With some of our footage we took when we went for a swim and a little snorkel, you'll notice how much seagrass is actually here, and because of that, there's so much more life. Yeah. There's loads more fish, and they're only like small fish and things like that.
A lot of variety.
Loads of variety, and it's that variety that brings in the bigger fish as well. So yeah, it's just I absolutely love seeing little ecosystems like this. Unlike the big open sandy seabeds where we anchored in Formentera, there was no life, there was no fish, and also what was kind of sad to see in that place was all the seagrass was dead. So yeah, it's just really important to protect these seagrass environments if you care about obviously having healthy ecosystems.
If this isn't something that you know about or you want to learn more, head to the description below this video, because we're going to link as many sources as we can that might inform you guys a bit more about seagrass and also what this means for cruises in the Mediterranean and why it's important. I mean, obviously the main reason it's important is because then me and Bryn get better snorkeling. Obviously, that's why we need to protect seagrass. Otherwise we don't get to see fish.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Got a really sore throat. Tea is doing it wonders. Hello.
Hello.
Night.
Night.
So we are in the car, ready to explore land, aka the dinghy. Bryn's doing the honours this morning, and we're really excited to go to explore some of these caves. It looks absolutely stunning. How'd you sleep last night?
Really, really well. It's probably one of the best night's sleep I've had in a long time.
We're gonna get run over, aren't we?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna row us closer in. It's gonna take a little bit longer, but these guys aren't messing around, coming in like James Bond.
Yeah, we're gonna die. Let's go around. These caves were actually the source of the stones for the Parma Cathedral, and there is a beautiful legend about the caves of Portal Wells. Around the middle of the 15th century, a sailboat was struck by a hurricane. The sails were torn and the force of the waves broke the frame and the mast. Faced with the threat of sinking, the captain and crew promised in front of a sculpture of the Virgin Mary that they would build a chapel in her honour at the landing place if they could get safely to the coast. The storm subsided and the wind drew the boat into the natural port of Portals Wells, and they took refuge in one of the caves. The crew placed the sculpture of the Virgin in this cave and carved an altar and inscriptions on the ground and wall. The figure became a popular place of worship, especially among fishermen and sailors. Do you see anything in there?
No.
Just put your finger in. Let's put your finger in.
Do you know what this looks like? This looks like it might have used to have been a reef. This looks like ocean rock that we're walking on, because you can see the formations which corals would have made. walking on ancient reefs.
How close is he anchoring to us?
Yeah, and there's another boat trying to get in between him.
Yum, yum.
Mm-mm-mm.
So this place is absolutely stunning. Went for an awesome walk. We're both suffering a little bit with our heads at the minute, so we're not going for a swim today or a dive at the minute, but hopefully we'll feel better tomorrow because the water looks absolutely stunning. So clear and so many fish. We're just cooking some dinner now, but we're also so nervous and tense because boats just keep anchoring even closer, don't they?
Yeah.
Like so close to us.
We just went and told that one guy.
Yeah, we just gone and told one guy, but no one seems that bothered, obviously. Bryn's doing the stare.
I hate doing this. I absolutely hate it, but I feel like you have to make it awkward for people, otherwise they'll just take liberties and just do the wrong thing sometimes.
We've had to get a lot firmer with kind of the way we are with other boats. Like before we were like, oh, it's fine, I'm sure they know what they're doing. But we have had some boats literally about to drop anchor right on top of our anchor, like virtually on top of us. And Bryn's had to go out and just do the like awkward stare. And is at the other boat that was next to us as well. Bryn shouted out to him to let him know that our anchor was there and not to drop there. So he moved. Yeah, like we're not complaining too much because we know obviously this is a nice spot, that's why it's so popular. But I think it's just a little scary when we're like the smallest boat here as well, and we're just surrounded by all these boats that are just going to flipping squash us. After a few hours of stress, thankfully the day boat started to disappear and we were able to enjoy the beautiful sunset in peace and quiet. Time for a morning bath.
Everything you would want and more.
Oh, fantastic.
And some friends.
Yeah, I see your fish friends there.
What I do is I just lie here and I let the fish pick at me. That's how I clean.
Thank you all so much for tuning into this video. We really hope you enjoyed it. And we look forward to seeing you next Friday. See you then!